Hello, welcome to geography class. Today we'll be looking at the meaning of geography, or the introduction to geography and its branches. So let's start with the meaning of geography before going into details. What is the meaning of geography and where did geography originate from? The name geography, okay, so we're starting with introduction to the meaning of geography. So we ask ourselves, where did geography come from? Geography is derived from two Greek words, geo and graphos. Geo and the other part, graphos. Geo is interpreted to be earth, while graphos is interpreted to be description. So literally, geography means the description of the earth. Literally, geography means the description of the earth. That is the etymology meaning of geography. That is the origin meaning of geography. That is where geography comes from the word geo, earth, and graphos, meaning description. So when we put these two words together, we have the description of the earth. That is actually the literal meaning of geography. But when we look at geography as a field of study, it is beyond mere description of the earth and not just naming of places or identifying features of a place. Geography explains why things are distributed the way they are and how we humans can maximize and utilize the space at a minimum and sustainable cost. That is what geography is all about, teaching us how we can manage the earth's resources in a sustainable way. That is, in a way that it will be available for we, the present generation, and also the future generation. That is what geography is here to teach us. So from this explanation, let's look at some of the definitions of geography. Since I have two definitions I would like to discuss here. We all know geography is a field of study that cuts across various disciplines. So therefore, geography has been described in so many ways by different scholars, educators, scientists, and so on. But I'll be giving us two definitions of geography according to two scholars here. So I'm going to start with one scholar according to Immanuel Kant. He defines geography as the science of relationships between phenomena in various spaces. That is, the interaction of humans with different phenomena in various spaces. He viewed geography as concerned with the arrangement of the human society. That is how the human society is arranged with regards to our natural environment. So let me put this into writing. Can be defined as science. Okay, let's move to the next page. As the science, that is the continuation of the definition, as the science of relationships phenomena between various spaces, between spaces. That is the definition of scholar Immanuel Kant. He viewed geography as concerned with human society. I've said that before. Then we have another scholar here, Carl Ritter. According to Carl Ritter, geography is defined as a comprehensive science that studies the relationship between humanity and the earth. Just like the first scholar, Immanuel Kant, Carl Ritter also defined geography as a comprehensive science that studies the relationship between humanity and the earth. That is, the interrelationship between human activity and environmental conditions. Let's put into writing. According to Carl Ritter, R-I-E-R, the spelling for Ritter, geography as a science that's the relationship the earth. So this is the definition of another scholar. So from these two definitions, we can see that geography is all about understanding how the world plays, understanding the relationship between humans and different environmental conditions, different natural processes. So this definition shows that geography encompasses a range of perspectives, from physical and human geography to spatial analysis, analytical theory, critical theory, reflecting the discipline's complexity and its evolving nature over time. So geography is all about understanding how the world, the natural world, works. We understanding how we humans can relate with the physical environment without jeopardizing the physical things we have in the environment. We humans, we relate with water. We use water in the environment. We make use of air. We make use of land. So how do we relate with these things, with these physical features, without depleting them? That is what geography is here to teach us. So I hope we understand this definition. So without wasting our time, we'll move to branches of geography. We have given us the definition of geography. Now it is important for us to talk about the disciplines or the branches under geography. So we move to the next page. We move to the next page where we talk about branches of geography. Branches of geography. Branches of geography. So this is the next subtopic we are discussing in this video. There are two major branches of geography. We have the physical geography and we have human geography. Those are the two major branches, and we have these branches geography. About physical geography. What is physical geography? Physical geography is a branch that deals with the natural environment systems, focusing on landscapes, climate, vegetation, soils, and ecosystems of a place. That is what physical geography is all about. Trying to explain to us the landscape of a place, the climate of a place, the reason why the environment is like that, the reason for the vegetation in that particular place, the reason for the type of soil in that particular place. That is what physical geography is trying to explain to us. It seeks to explain to us how natural processes like soil, erosion, climate change, rock, water, plant, and animals influence the earth's futures. That is, the relationship between these natural processes and the people in that particular environment. That is what physical geography is trying to explain to us. However, human geography, in contrast to physical geography, explains how human societies are organized and how they interact with the environment. that is human geography. Human geography explains to us why human societies are organized and how we interact with the environmental condition. That is how the activities of man affect the natural processes that take place in the environment. How what we do as humans affect the natural factors of the environment. That is what human geography is all about. For example, the impact of man activities on climate and weather, the impact of man activities, fishing, soil degradation, deforestation. Those environmental problems are what geography is here to teach us. This is what geography is trying to explain to us. How we humans impact or have impact on environmental processes or on natural processes in the environment. So that is that about the branches of geography. However, when we look at these two branches, we should not forget that geography cuts across various disciplines. So therefore, these two branches has been subdivided into various disciplines for easy explanation. These various disciplines will tell the geography students the particular discipline they want to go for. You want to be involved in urban and regional planning, you want to be an environmental scientist. All these are still under the branches of geography, the sub-disciplines, the sub-branches of geography. We'll see you in my next video when we'll be talking about these sub-branches under the branches or under the major branches of geography. I hope you understand what we've discussed in this class. See you in my next video. Bye bye.